Welcome back to Jet Recaps. Today I will explain a science fiction movie titled Hollow Man. The first scene shows a rat as it becomes a bloody snack. On the next scene, Sebastian, a scientist, works on an experiment on his computer. He gets frustrated as the experiment fails. 4 years ago, he was given a task by the Military Oversight Committee to discover a way to make a subject invisible. Though he has discovered a way to make them invisible, all his efforts to reverse them back have been futile. Feeling frustrated, he goes over to the window. He watches a female neighbor as she undresses. But then she closes the blind, increasing his frustrations. As he paces around his house, a sudden eureka moment comes over him. He rushes back to his computer. And this time, the reversal experiment becomes a success. He video calls his ex-girlfriend, Linda, to inform her about his success. Linda is also a scientist and a member of his team. He asks her to inform one of their teammates, Matt. When the call ends, Linda excitedly wakes up Matt. She tells him of Sebastian's latest discovery. As they prepare to leave for the lab, Matt worries about their relationship. They have been involved for a while without Sebastian's knowledge. And knowing how dangerous he can be, they decide to keep it a secret. On his drive to the lab, Sebastian sings excitedly. This is a big day for him, as he is about to test his reversal procedure on an invisible subject. Matt, who is already at the facility, tries to tranquilize a gorilla named Isabel. But due to her invisibility, she injures him and flees from her cage. Sebastian walks in arrogantly and successfully tranquilizes Isabel. Matt leaves to prepare the lab table for Isabel's testing. Sarah objects to Sebastian's plan to use the serum on Isabel without testing it. But Sebastian dismissed her objections arrogantly. At that moment, Linda walks in to inform them that the lab is prepped. In the lab, they inject an invisible Isabel with the serum. Few minutes later, she becomes visible, confirming the success of the serum. Happy with their success, they all head out to a restaurant to celebrate. Moments into the celebration, Linda finds Sebastian's chair empty. She walks over to the patio where he stands. They make small talk and Sebastian tries to convince her into getting back together. She rejects his advances as he leans forward to kiss her. Taking the clue, Sebastian leaves. Back to the facility where the animals are kept, Sebastian takes a look. He wonders how it feels to be invisible. The next day, they have a meeting with the Military Oversight Committee. Instead of reporting the breakthrough of the research, Sebastian lies to them. To the shock of his teammates, he says he is close and need more time. Howard Kramer, his mentor and a member of the Oversight Committee, is greatly displeased. He threatens to find a replacement. When the meeting came to an end, Matt and Linda asks him his reasons. He tells them he is not ready to let the military know. He also states his intentions to jump into human testing. They did not buy his idea to go into human testing without military authorization. But after much persuasion, they give in. They inform the rest of the team about their decision, but lied about being authorized to try human testing. On the day of the testing, they try to talk Sebastian out. But an enthusiastic Sebastian is determined to try the test. They start the procedure, strapping Sebastian in on the surgery table. He insists on injecting the serum himself, which they agree. Few moments later, after a heart-wrenching transformation, he becomes completely invisible. Afterwards, they placed him on quarantine in the lab due to his condition. The rest of the team leaves, leaving Sarah in charge of the night shift. Sarah watches him through an infrared monitor from the control room. But Sarah soon falls asleep. Restless, Sebastian moves around in the lab. He comes into the control room where he sees Sarah sleeping. He caresses and fondles her breast. Sarah wakes up, not sure if it is real or a dream. But she notices Sebastian absent on his bed. The next morning, Sarah, suspecting Sebastian, tells Linda and Matt about her experience. Matt had a talk with an unbothered Sebastian. Sebastian continues to get out of control. He enjoys playing pranks and scaring them in the lab. The next day, they set him up for the reversal procedure. Unfortunately, the procedure to return him to visibility fails and he is almost killed. Stuck with being invisible, they make him a latex mask to wear around. As the days go by, he begins to get angry from multiple failed testing. Tired of being isolated, he defiles instructions and leaves the building. He drives to his apartment to pick up some items. As he picks his things, he notices his female neighbor undressing. Filled with lust, he goes over to her apartment and rapes her. Linda, on the other part, drives to his apartment. She had received a call from Carter that Sebastian had left the lab. Not finding him at his apartment, she returns to the lab. As the team discussed plans to track him down, he appears. Linda warns him not to ever leave again. If not, she will tell the Military Oversight Committee about the experiment. But as Sebastian remains invisible, he begins to get really unstable. One day, he defiles Linda's threat and leaves again. Before he leaves, he assembles a device that runs a video loop of him. He goes over to spy on Linda, but shocked to see Matt. He disrupts them as they are about to get intimate. Back at the lab, in fit of rage from earlier, he kills a dog. The night of the following day, he spies on Linda again. Noticing strange movements at her house, Linda drives to the lab. She discovers that they have been watching a recording all along. And he has been leaving the lab without their knowledge. She asks Matt, who is on shift that night, to call up the team. As they all gather at the lab, they discuss their next course of action. Unbeknownst to them, Sebastian is there listening as they talk. He follows Linda and Matt as they go to Howard's house that night. They tell Howard about the experiment and apologizes for keeping it a secret. After they leave, Howard attempts to alert the army, but Sebastian intercepts. He disconnects the telephone, then drowns Howard in his swimming pool. The next day at the lab, Sebastian disconnects all the phones and elevator codes. He begins to murder the team members, with Janice being his first victim. Knowing how dangerous he is now, they devise a plan to stop him. Matt and Carter carries tranquilizer guns to hunt him, leaving Linda and others behind. Sebastian succeeds in wounding Carter, then engage in a fight with Matt. When Sarah and Frank tries to save Carter, Sebastian kills them. But Linda saves Matt before Sebastian could kill him. Sebastian hunts them and injures Matt, then locks them in a freezer. After locking them in the freezer, he goes ahead to make a bomb. He intends to blow up the facility after he leaves. Almost freezing to death, Linda constructs an electromagnet to open the door. Out of the freezer, she assembles a flamethrower. Meanwhile, Sebastian finishes making the bomb, then activates it. Just as he enters the elevator to leave, Linda fires the flamethrower at him. He escapes and later attacks her. Matt saves her by striking Sebastian with a crowbar. As they leave, Sebastian recovers and tries to attack them with the crowbar. But Matt throws him into a circuit box which made him partially visible. Linda and Matt later finds the bomb, but they could not defuse it. Noticing the bomb will go off soon, they go over to the elevator shaft. As they climb the ladder in the elevator shaft, Sebastian shows up. He holds onto Linda's ankle and pulls her off the ladder. They fall down onto the top of the elevator. And he tries to kiss her one last time. But she disconnects the elevator cables. The movie comes to an end as a partially visible Sebastian falls to his death and Linda and Matt emerge from the burning lab. If you enjoyed this recap, kindly like and subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. Do let us know what you think about the movie in the comments section below. Enjoy other movie explanations on our channel. Thanks for watching.